Hi, this is Shanita, author of How to Have This and That. And today I'm sitting in this windy park in Katy, Texas. But I love the outdoors. I like parks and walks and so forth. But anyway, what I really want to share with you today is a powerful phrase that I got from Neville Goddard. I remember when. I remember when. And as I say, this is not my phrase. This is a powerful phrase I got from Neville Goddard that's helped me a lot, and I'm sharing it with you because I know if you use it, it will help you a lot. This is one of the quickest, most powerful ways to get from one state to the other. For example, what do I mean by that? You can use it positively or negatively, of course. You can use it constructively and destructively, like everything else. For example, you can say, I remember when this land was nothing but rubble, and now you're implying it has, you can say it has a beautiful building on it. I remember when this land had a beautiful building. Now look at it, it's nothing but rubble. You can use it for personal phrases. For example, I remember when I was poor, now I am wealthy. I remember when I was sick in the hospital, now I am healthy. I remember when I wanted to get married. I remember when I wanted to travel first class. I remember when I wanted to make my first $100,000. I remember when I wanted to make my first $1,000,000, and so on and so forth. You got the gist of where I'm going. Because when you're saying, I remember when, it's implying that you already have what you want because you're remembering it as a past tense. So if I remember when I was poor and I'm now wealthy, then the poverty is a distant memory and the wealth is now present moment manifestations. But of course, for it to work, you have to be consistent and persistent. You have to learn to stay in the mood of fulfillment. Because when you say, I remember when, of course it's mental, you're remembering, you're saying that it's no longer existing. So now you're not coming from lack, you're not coming from not having, you're not coming from desires or wanting, because you already have your desires, you already have those things that you want. It's easy to move from one state to the next when you say, I remember when. The wonderful part about this phrase is that you can also use it for your children, your family, your friends, the world, this country, any other country you can use it for. I remember when the world was in turmoil. Now we have peace. I remember when I wanted my daughter to get married. Now she's married. You just have to be responsible. You just have to trust that when you say, I remember when, you feel it. I mean, I just feel when I say, I remember when, I just feel that I no longer have that state, no longer living in that state, whatever state it was I didn't want. Now, you could also say, I remember when I made my first $1,000,000. Now I've made my second, third, fourth, and fifth. Whatever it is, it can be a job, it can be a multi-million-dollar company, it can be, I remember when I wanted to win the lottery, now I have. It can be anything. You just fill in the events. But stay in that state of fulfillment. Stay in that state of knowingness. Be consistent. Know that you know that you know that you no longer have that state you did not want. Remember Mark 11:24, whatsoever, that means you can have this and that you want, believe you have received it, and it shall come to pass. You can have this and that. I remember when I thought I couldn't have this and that. I thought I had to choose this or that. Now I have this and that manifesting in my life. There is no limit to our creative powers. There is no limit to our imagination. So use them wisely. Stay in a state of fulfillment and knowingness, and you shall have this and that. This is Shanita, author of How to Have This and That. You can find my books on Amazon.com. I'll see you on the beaches of the world. Ta-ta.